Well, if we go by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which is the organization that won a Nobel Prize with Al Gore that issues reports every 3 or 4 years about the state of the science, their consensus thinking in that report, the most recent one, is that sea levels may go up by somewhere between half a foot and 2 feet over the next 100 years.
Because while we can disagree on a million issues, we should not disagree on what scientists tell us.
Society has been plagued by the growing need for easy energy. For years it has been the cause for high food prices and increased CO2 emissions, leading to global warming and severe health complications. Our lack of an efficient source of fuel is one of the many causes of our global warming problem. Since 2000, we have had the warmest 10 years in recorded history. The renewable fuel standard requires our fuel to contain a certain percentage of ethanol, creating a fallacy that the policy is moving us toward a greener future. Yet when you look deeper, problems arise. Corn ethanol is a major source of the biofuel in our gas, and it's not working. Don't be the generation that fails to fix the Earth's problems. Our team from Paparag High School is dedicated to the promise of algae as a fuel source. Algae biofuel is also extremely good for the environment compared to corn ethanol. Corn uses high amounts of water, fertilizer which creates dangerous non-point source pollution, and costs more than it should. Algae can be grown anywhere, doesn't need a lot of water, and doesn't use dangerous fertilizer, and its price continues to drop. About 40% of the country's farmland for corn is used for fuel instead of food, making food prices go up. Algae, however, isn't consumed by humans, nor does it take up valuable farmland. One full stalk of corn will only produce half a cup of kernels to be used for fuel. You put the algae through an oil press, breaking the cell wall. The lipids are extracted and refined into biodiesel. Then the starches are extracted and converted into ethanol, leaving proteins as a byproduct which can be used in many ways, including animal feed. Because of this, we have designed and run an experiment to explore the variables that affect algae growth rate. We are testing agitation, fertilizer levels, fertilizer rate, and carbon dioxide content. Imagine the future if we used algae as a fuel source. Lower food prices, cleaner air, lower gas prices, and becoming less dependent on foreign oil. We are confident that with research and funding, we can make this a viable option. We can't leave this problem for our future generation as the past generation did for us. We can fix it now with algae innovation.